it up one time for real. Yeah, man, just wait to say, help me get up in the building, this shit, man. You wanna be coming here, hyper proud, man. Y'all good, man? Who's just excited to be out the house, bro? Who's just excited to be out the house, man? Who baby mama's been giving them shit ever since quarantine started? Niggas like, you ain't got no motherfucking job. Like, bitch, I've been collecting this unemployment. What the fuck? Exactly. Your little rap dreams not gonna come, ain't gonna come true now. Well, apparently they are, bitch. I'm getting $600 a week not to do shit. This is like I'm supposed to be living shit. Hey, what's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? Hey, yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright, that's cool. So, like I'm saying, man, like I said, I'm a comedian, man. Like I said, I've been doing comedy for about 5 years, bro. I've been all over the country and shit, man. I got to work with Bill Burr a couple times. I got to open up with D.L. Hughley, man. I've been as far as Wisconsin to do comedy, bro. I love doing stand-up, man. This shit's dope. It's the best job ever, man. I don't got so good at doing stand-up and joking with people, man. Just the other day, I got pulled over by the cops, right? I just joked with this nigga for 5 minutes and I didn't even get a ticket, for real. True story. True story. I ain't get a ticket. I ain't get a ticket at all, for real. I mean, the nigga shot me, but I ain't get no, I ain't get no ticket. Hey, look, it's crazy though, man. You don't never hear about Mexicans getting shot by the cops, do you? Nah, bro, right? Police motherfucking know better, right? They know there'll be 1,500 of those motherfuckers at the police station tomorrow screaming, "Justice for Jesus!" And see, look, that's a problem though, but that's not even the real problem though, right? Because now you gotta worry about random white people joining in the protests and shit. Because no, they just gonna be driving by and see a bunch of signs that says "Justice for Jesus," so then white people gonna be pulling up like, "Justice for Jesus? Well, I can get behind that." All right. You know, it'd be easy as fuck to join too, because you know, 1,500 of those Mexicans came in like 9 cars, some shit. So white people gonna be pulling up to the protests. It's like, I've never been to a rally like this in my life, but the parking is so good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Black lives would matter if the parking was better. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I ain't like that shit, bro. Hey, look, man, y'all looking at me crazy like, bro, that shit not funny, but I can make jokes like that, bro. I'm black in this country, and I'm Mexican in this country. Yeah, black Mexican in the Trump America. I'm fucked. Man, I think I'm gonna get shot by the cops and my body's gonna get deported. Like I said, y'all ain't got my problems, fuck y'all, man. Hey, look, bro, I really shouldn't be telling y'all that I'm Mexican and shit, bro. I'm 6'3", goddamn, I'm lazy and shit, and I ain't got no kids, bro. I'm Mexican in theory. Hey, look, man, like growing up mixed is different from growing up straight up black, man. It's really confusing, man. It's really confusing because, like, some shit I didn't understand when I was a kid, man. Like, for example, I never really understood Mexican stereotypes when I was a kid. My Mexican side of my family, they good, bro. They good. They're all in Houston, man. They got oil money and shit, man. They chilling, bro. The Mexican side of my family got so much money, man. White people cut their grass. It's crazy. Nah, bro, I'm being shit, bro. We got a white, my mom makes it sound like my family got a white housekeeper named Chandler, bro. This shit, playing this shit. Chandler, I'm being dead ass. It's a true story, bro. And like I said, bro, and he's almost part, it's like he's part of the family. He's almost allowed to eat with us, bro. That's crazy. And growing up mixed is confusing as fuck too, man, because my Mexican grandma was racist as hell. Nah, true story. My Mexican grandma used to tell me I was a little Negro and I had sickle cells. True shit. I mean, ain't no punchline to that shit. It's just a true story. This is some shit that actually happened. This is just a true story. My nigga right here in the blue was looking like he just rubbed his head and was just like, boy, that shit ain't nothing to play with, boy. I had that shit since 92, boy. What the fuck? And look, bro, I can prove to y'all that she was racist shit because I got 3 white Mexican cousins, Dustin, Casey, and Keegan, and that's how you know they're actually white and shit. Find you a nigga named Keegan, bro, I dare you. And she gave us all little nicknames and shit, and like, you know what I'm saying, it'll be time to eat or something, and she would fuck up my name on purpose, right? So she'd be like, Dusty, come and eat. Keegan, come and eat. Nico, come and eat. This old bitch. See, look, I know you're not supposed to disrespect your elders and shit, bro, but I thought Negro was my name till I was 7, and I was just saying it wrong. So, alright, cool. I'm gonna kill myself after this. Laugh, nigga! No. Alright. I'm saving for more jokes. Hey, man, who been to a protest? Who been out here protesting, man, when shit been happening? Yeah. Like 2 black people and the Asian motherfucker raised their hands. So, like, yeah, y'all niggas need to do better. Nah, man. Hey, who over here, like, seriously, man, like, you know what I'm saying, had a little job, collect them little furlough unemployment checks since that shit didn't happen? You know what I'm saying? Show of hands. Nobody? All y'all just got racks, huh? You know what I'm saying? I've been rapping this shit, nigga. I've been getting money, huh? Alright, cool. Well, nah, nigga, I've been on unemployment since March, man. And I went to a few protests, man. I had to show my support, but I really realized something when I was out there protesting, man. That the U.S. government is paying me right now to tell the U.S. government that they're trash. I mean, this is the best job I ever had, nigga. I was about to quit comedy and shit and just be protesting full time and shit. Because if you think about it, the government gave me $600 a week to tell them they ain't shit, bro. Isn't that a job you would like to do? That's like if your ex, your old boss, or somebody you hate just gave you $600 to punch them in the face, nigga. Wouldn't you do that shit? I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I threw a brick at a police car one time, bro, just because I knew I could get away with it. It was just like, wait a minute, nigga, you paid me to throw this brick. The fuck? Alright. It's not a comedy crowd, I get it. Hey, play some trap beats behind my jokes, bro. Let's make this shit real. Alright, I'm just playing, man. I'm saying a few more jokes, bro. But look, man, like I'm saying, on a serious note, man, a lot of progress has been made, you know what I'm saying, since the protests and everything don't calm down a bit. So let's clap it up for the people who did some good work out here in the streets, man. Let's clap it up for them one time, man. Yeah, man. We all made so much progress, bro. They took the Confederate flag out of NASCAR, they took Aunt Jemima off the bottom, and they did a whole bunch of other shit that we don't give a fuck about. Nigga, I asked for you to change the law, nigga, not take away the syrup, nigga. I like that syrup. What the fuck? Like, nah, man, like, the first thing I peeped, like I said, when they took the Confederate flag off of NASCAR, like, what nigga in here watches motherfucking NASCAR? Except for my man with the Fago shirt on. He laughed too hard at that shit. You know, just like, it's actually a really good sport. No! Like I said, brother, you watch NASCAR? You watch NASCAR, bro? Hell nah, bro. Like, taking away the Confederate flag out of NASCAR is like BET deciding they're gonna air a bunch of reruns of Friends. Like, nigga, who the fuck asked for that? Trill shit. And taking Aunt Jemima off the bottle, bro. See, look, this is gonna be a hot take, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people felt some type of way about Aunt Jemima, bro. But I motherfucking love that syrup, man, because when I was a little kid, man, my grandma on my black side would make me pancakes, would make me toast and shit, bro. And then she would hand me this syrup bottle. And I would see that beautiful black woman on the bed. And I swore to God, when I was 5 years old, that was my grandma. So I was just thinking that my grandma out here stunting all you basic ass bitches and shit. She got her own syrup. The fuck did you do with your life? Took me till I was grown to realize, oh wow, that shit racist. Okay, cool. Yeah, this isn't going well. It's whatever. It's glad to see they got that niggas still out here trying to find their opportunities to got them to do some work amongst this bullshit. So clap it up for yourselves, man. Clap it up for yourselves, man. Like that shit. Still gotta get the money, man. Still gotta get it. Hey man, anybody in here been to Tallahassee? Been to Tallahassee? This shit racist as fuck, ain't it, bro? Man, this shit wild and racist. They don't fuck with niggas. Nah, fucking duh, nigga. It's like saying, you know where white people are? France. The fuck, of course. Nah, man, my sister goes to Florida State and shit, and I went down there to go visit her, and while I was down there, I bumped into a white dude who called me a nigga. See, look, as I told y'all, I'm mixed, bro. I'm mixed with Mexican and shit, bro. I don't get offended. I'm light-skinned. I would have been in the house anyway. So fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I just correct him and tell him I'm actually Mexican, but then he calls me a wetback, and then I'm just like, wow, this dude is rude, bro. Like, feel me, bro. So I correct him one more time and tell him I'm actually black and Mexican, but then he calls me a wet nigga, and I said, what the fuck? The man called me a wet nigga, y'all. That's not even the worst part, too. He said, I bet you be so confused whenever you see one of them KFC Taco Bells, you don't know what the fuck to do you? Shout out to my nigga right here, he's the only one that get it. Cool. I'm famous, y'all. Y'all just really don't know. Alright, man. I'm gonna say one more joke, and I'm getting the fuck about it. Woo! Alright. White people, make some noise. Cool, now that they're not in here, let's talk about them. Let's talk about them, bro. Like, white people, like, a lot of, like, you know what I'm saying? I know with everything going on in this country right now, a lot of white people feel attacked, bro. A lot of white people attacked, and I just want to let y'all know that I empathize with the white people. I empathize with the white people because they feel like they're losing their country and shit. You know what I'm saying? I can empathize with that. But low-key, exactly, fuck their country. But low-key, y'all really, I don't feel like white people should really be mad. Y'all really did this to yourselves, bro. Do white people realize how stupid they look eating at a place called Cracker Barrel?
Damn.
saying, bro, black people, man, like, would anybody in here eat in a place called Nigga House? That's all I want to know. That's all it comes down to. This nigga was to the lemon pepper wings. Oh shit, boy, I'm gonna be there, man. Fuck you talking about? How late they open? They got Henny? All right. Hey man, would a Mexican eat at a place called the Wetback Bar and Grill? No, exactly. I mean, a Mexican working all three of them shits, but he wouldn't eat at any of them. Okay, cool. I know when niggas pull their phones out, they're having a great time. Alright, man. I'm gonna say one more joke, then I'm gonna go kill myself and read it and pick a different career. Alright, any fathers in here? Any fathers in here? Make some noise, clap it up for fathers. There's a bunch of rappers in here. Y'all niggas got kids and y'all just don't take care of it. The fuck? Hey man, my dad used to tell me all the time, bro, they only had one job in this life, bro, and that was to put food on the table, a roof over my head, and clothes on my back, bro. I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to that shit. We can relate to that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it took me until I was grown to really appreciate that message from my father. And to know that that nigga got that shit from the movie Boys in the Hood. Yeah, man, that nigga didn't raise me. Lawrence Fishburne raised me. That's my daddy. And look, man, my dad was a real asshole, bro. He ain't pull no punches, man. The day I graduated high school, this is a true story. The day I graduated high school, my dad told me that he came this close to aborting me. True story. True story. And I asked him, I was like, damn, Pop, why you didn't go through with it? He was just like, son, I just couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't do it. My check bounced. I had to leave the clinic. So, cool. I'm the only one in here who survived off of some bad credit. All right, cool. But then again, if you have 2 kids before you're 20, you haven't made no good credit decisions. All right, cool. I'm gonna go. All right, man. My name's Nico Smith, man. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Nico Comedy. That's N-E-I-K-O Comedy on everything: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Black Planet, MySpace, OnlyFans, OnlyFarmers, Christian Eagle, Pornhub. Like, nah, bro, see, look, G shit, I just be posting my sets and my ideas on Pornhub, bro. They be trying to take my shit down, talking about some this shit not conducive to their website, but fuck that. Nigga, get it how you live. Alright, man, I'm gonna go, man. Appreciate y'all. Alright, bro. Give it up to Black Mexican right now. Feeling out there. Alright. Next person I'm coming to the stage, DC Dion.
What's going on, man? I'm from DC, man. I stay on the east side, Redan Road, east side, not East Atlanta, east side, Redan Road, Middle Road. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to do my little song. Song called Stay Solid. A whole lot of fake love out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. DC, nigga. So much pain in my life, the money, how the pain. Niggas act like they cool, but steady switching lanes. I don't need that fake love when God show me fake. Cause either way we going up in every state, don't know my name. I stay solid, but you still chose to switch lanes. I see the fake from afar, but you can't fuck with my campaign. On gunny, stay down with the gang. Either way, I'ma stack up, maintain. You slap your nigga about some cash, damn right, your nose like it's cocaine. Hey, I said they know the fake, but can't watch for these snakes. Crying on my downfall, but smiling my face. You can't be on my level when I raise the stakes. I'm just a different vibe. I'm around, she wet like a lake. Solid as a rock, nah, I can't never fold. Had to get up on my ass, trying to take my goal. Now I'm feeling like future going beast mode. You know I'm good for me, so the blood is go me alone. When I'm down, I feel like anything possible. Chasing this cash, fuck, this is my obstacle. Fuck me over now, I found myself robbing you. Call me as a bitch, I can't move like you ever do. I stay solid, but you still chose to switch lanes. I see the fake from afar, but you can't fuck with my campaign. Gang, stay down with the gang. Either way, I'ma stack up and maintain. You slime your nigga about some cash, damn right, your nose like it's cocaine. Snap. Hey man, big love. I appreciate everybody here, man. You going up? They Tiggy, they told it. Tracy Tiggy, they
Up to DC Dion, man. Y'all just doing this thing. And how y'all feeling out there? Yeah. What's what's up? Y'all enjoying all the free food, free drinks?
Yeah.
Alright, about to start this conversation. Tobin, Tracy T in the building.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Feeling
Good. What's up?
Yeah.
How we do this?
Alright. So, hey, man, what you feel about entanglement? It's a new word right there, right?
Yeah, what I feel about it?
Yeah. You done deal with some entanglement. I know you're a married man now, but before you was married.
I ain't got no entanglement going on. And I ain't heard the song Entanglement yet. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really speak on it. Tracy,
Tracy. I know Tracy can know about entanglement.
Tracy know.
Go ahead, Tracy, speak something.
You know, shit, ain't no strings attached when I'm dealing around, so, you know, I ain't tangling that. We ain't tangling that. We untangling it. No strings attached, so we ain't gonna get tangled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But so, like August and Stina, you know what I'm saying? What y'all feel? Do y'all you have a personal relationship, either one of y'all with August and Stina? So that's what I was gonna ask y'all about, like the mental health going on. August and Stina, Tracy T, I know you done dealt with like Meek Mills, Wale. Zay, you don't deal with like Gucci Man and stuff like that. So do you feel like when these artists, when they go through the mental breakdowns, do you think that that's something personal, or do you think that that's something that comes with the industry?
Personal and industry. Really personal. You know, about mental balance at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Zay.
It's hard to say, but I feel like people that's dealing with that, it's something they personally got an issue with.
It just enhancing when you're dealing with these. So, you know what I mean? That's all it is. Yeah, that's all it is.
Because I know Zay, I know that you dealt with Gucci Man for years. And you know, he had his situation where he had his little mental breakdown. So when he was going through his mental breakdown, how did you, like, did you consult Gucci Man, or did you fall back on that situation?
I mean, our relationship really wasn't like that, but it's like our relationship is almost like Gucci might do some wild, crazy things, but it almost made the music good. So I ain't really gonna, get on it.
Yeah, definitely. Hey man, that's what almost made it special. So, you know, it's like that's his thing, that's what he do, you know, that's how he live his life. We always try to, lead by example rather than talk and give advice. So, you know what I mean? That's the way I look at it.
Right, so I mean, like, I know you're a God-fearing man, right? So when situations like that happen with artists, do you try to praise to them at all?
Yeah, I mean, I talk to him always, I give him my advice, but at the same time, not in a judging way, or not trying to talk to them like they dad, like I'm their dad and nothing like that. And it's, sometimes I might joke with it, but at the same time, people, we live different lives, we came up different, we got different agendas, so, you know what I mean? As long as we doing our business and handling our business together, and I'm not getting crossed over a certain type of way, it's all good.
So, my last question on you with Gucci Man is, like, when he was going through that incident with Jeezy, would you have ever messed with Jeezy and done a track with Jeezy?
I did do a track with Jeezy.
After that?
Yeah, I did a track with Jeezy. After that, we did Travel Die too. Yeah, so it was so crazy, even though they was going back and forth with beef, Gucci came to me and said, hey, I think that's the hardest song Jeezy did. Said, yeah, like the hardest song he ever did. So, that's just how he was. It's like, Gucci know how I am, he know how me and his relationship was, so he wasn't tripping on that, you know what I mean? So, how that went.
Alright, man, so what y'all feel about this rapper 6ix9ine? Tracy T?
It's crazy. What I feel about it, fuck him how I really feel. I don't give a damn about it, you know what I'm saying? So, but just the way that things going, he having success with it. You know what I'm saying? They make it hard, 10 times harder for a real nigga. That nigga like that doing that, you know what I'm saying? There's no hate at the end of the day, but shit, fuck them, you know where we come from, I respect that, you know what I'm saying? So in the industry we in, accepting that kind of shit, so it kind of put real niggas in a situation like, damn, this is what the industry allowing this with. Like, a real nigga won't compete with that kind of shit. So, the rap industry is a competitive game. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we gotta compete with shit like this. This what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So, really, like, be like, fuck all that bullshit. Just do what we do, you know. Stay out the way of that kind of shit, you know. I don't get caught up in shit like that. They ain't my business. They ain't my level. They ain't nothing I concern. Like, I don't concern none of that. No, like,
So Tracy, what happened if you came with that big bag and was like, hey Tracy, go ahead and do this song with me?
I'm gonna take that big bag, man. And when a song get done, it'll be our big bag. Fuck 'em.
Hey Zay, what you feel about that? If 6ix9ine came with that bag for you, you go ahead and produce a song with him?
Not, for me, it's not really about the money now. I've been a successful artist, you know, for a long time doing music, so, you know, I got a brand. Like, it's a lot of things I don't do because it's like, that don't go with my brand, that'll tarnish my brand, so, you know, it's not about the money for me when it comes to that.
Zay fuck with all the hood niggas. So I would, like, that's his brand. And when Zay came up, all the hood niggas fuck with Zay. So what it look like? Everybody like, damn, Zay don't fuck with these niggas. Damn, Zay, come on, all the hood, Zay fuck on the street.
Hey Zay, with him saying that you fuck with all the hood niggas, man, which you come from a church background, how did that do for your people when you just started fucking with all the hood niggas and the street niggas, man? Did you ever have like problems with that? Did they ever speak up on that? Like as far as like, you know, as like real like people that go to church all the time, they kind of look down on street niggas.
Well, not for real, they don't. You know what I mean? Even if you look at the Bible, that's all around. That's all
Jesus had around him was street guys and thugs and niggas that doing stuff. You know, they killing people, robbing people, doing all type of crazy stuff. So, you know, I think they really go hand in hand. I think the streets and the church is really, you know, they go hand in hand. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it's a perfect marriage. And I never knew why me being a church musician ended up being what they call the trap god when it comes to rap music. But I just feel like that's a position that God put me in. It's kind of like merging the two. So, you know, I'm up for it. I enjoy my position.
Right, I feel that. Man, 2020 was supposed to be 2020 with a focus. And then the first thing we had was Kobe Bryant dying, man. And I know both y'all got daughters. How y'all feel about that situation?
Oh, that's just heartbreaking all the way around, bro. I couldn't even believe it. I remember I was on a plane and I landed and I just kept seeing it on my phone. I'm like, oh, that can't be right. I know that ain't right. You know what I mean? So when it's like, man, bro, not Kobe and his daughter. So, you know, my heart went out to the family. And all I can do is think about me and my daughter.
So did that make either one of y'all get closer to your daughter after that situation?
Man, me and my daughter so close, we can't get no closer. So, you know, it just makes me want to call them and love on them even more. You know what I mean?
What about you, Tracy?
Boys, you know, it just make you realize no matter what you got, no matter what you have, you know what I'm saying, it should be taken away from you like that. So, you know, you gotta cherish what you got every moment you get. You know what I'm saying?
Do any one of y'all have a favorite memory of Kobe? Like, were y'all Kobe fans at all?
I ain't really a basketball. I do, you know, but I respect his grind. I know he came up did his thing from a young age, so.
If I remember Kobe when he first came in, he was a young nigga coming in on NBA. That was the biggest memory that I had, you know what I'm saying? Out of all the championships and all that shit, I remember when he first came, you know what I'm saying? Young Kobe.
What about you, Sam?
I've always been a Michael Jordan fan. And Kobe was one of them guys that you can hate on him because like he's trying to be like Jordan and this and that. But at the same time, when you watch him play and see how good it is, you got to be like, man, this nigga is cool. You can't do no respect and say, hey, bro, he was the next Michael Jordan. So, you know what I mean? I had all the respect in the world for Kobe. I went from not really liking him to telling everybody ain't nobody harder than Kobe.
Talk Mamba mentality. So I want to say R&P to Lil Marlo, Pop Smoke, Juice WRLD, Nipsey Hussle. Did you guys have any dealings with any of them artists?
I definitely had dealings with Nipsey Hussle and Juice WRLD. I actually talked to Juice WRLD maybe about 2 weeks before he passed. I was in the studio working on the Herbo album. He had him and G Herb was on FaceTime. But I've been talking to Juice WRLD, I've been sending him beats, and he did like 10 beats. And he got on like, let me talk to Zay. So I talked to him, like, Zay, please don't get any beats away. They were playing all the, the beats that he did. They youngsters, the young generation is different, man. I remember he used to FaceTime, it'd be 4, 5 in the morning, like he just wide awake. And then want me to hear the song. He ain't send me the song to my phone by email. He just want to call me on FaceTime and play it out loud. Like, bro, I can't even really understand what's going on. I can't even really hear it for real, but, send it to me. So, I mean, that was my memory of him. And then me and Nipsey had did a battle, like a contest for artists together. It was me and Nipsey working with an artist, and Rick Ross and Organized Noise working with an artist, and they came together and battled. Me and Nipsey won, and me and Nipsey was working, we was just going to start working on a project together. You know what I mean? So, and he just like a guy, I felt like I'd have known him all my life. Even though I just met him, he was one of the guys, so very genuine dude.
I gotta give a lot of love to Nipsey. I met him a couple times. He's always a cool dude, humble. Tracy T, I seen you take some pictures with Nipsey. Did you have any type of relationship with him?
Yeah, that was my dog. This was my dog. Show. They say solid individual, genuine individual. He fuck with you, he fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I want them dudes he fuck with, I just
glad that I had moments with him. Was able to, communicate on different levels and see a lot of the game he gave. You know what I'm saying? I just want the songs we had did.
So you did a couple songs with him?
Yeah. I wish I had them.
How many songs you done did with
like 3 songs. Yeah.
You did them out there in LA?
In LA, yeah.
He one of them dudes though, he gonna perfect that shit. Like, some dudes go in there and just rap, boom, put the verse down right quick. Hell nah, Nipsey gonna sit there, put that shit together piece by piece. Who can fuck if it take 2-3 days? He'll make sure that shit finished, and then, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't going out there rapping out the rip with it. Shout out, I fuck with him.
Ain't it that kind of sad too that all these artists, they die, and now they get the love?
Yeah, Shaw was grinding for a long time, man. I hate that after nigga put so much work in, just to get took out like that. You know what I'm saying? After you put so much work in and did so much for your community, your block, and you shit on like that. That shit is, man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Zay, what you feel about that, man? These artists getting love after they die.
That's how it's gonna be. People you don't miss something until it's gone. That's when everybody gonna really give you all your accolades and praise and all that. But when you hear it, it's like a competition. You know what I mean? So that's just how they go.
Yeah, man, we had this COVID situation, man. Changed the whole world, man. And the first thing we said, we heard Waka Flocka say, black people can't get COVID. What you feel about that, Zay? Because what you went with, because I know you had a lot of relationships with Waka, so.
Okay. I ain't know what to believe. There's so much talk about COVID-19, so I started following protocol. I started staying at the house, not moving around too much, but, I still feel, I don't know what to think about it right now. They saying the numbers going up. It don't seem like as many people die, but I don't really know, man. I can't really.
You a conspiracy theorist?
No, I don't know. I just don't know how to go. I just know I'm taking my certain precautions to do what I got to do to make sure, me and my family straight. But I don't really, I ain't really got that deep into it.
So, Tracy, how does it affect you as an artist with this COVID-19 thing going on? Because you can't do shows no more. So, how's your grind now?
One thing about it, I always did my thing regardless. So I'm straight. I'm happy. I'm straight. I'm loaded.
So when you go to the studio, do you take extra precautions? What do you even think about the situation?
In the studio, I'm one of the dudes who, I don't really like a lot of people in the studio when I'm in the record, because there be a lot of the wrong energies and I be fucking up I be worried about what everybody else doing instead of worried about what I'm supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's my close individual so far as you just having certain motherfuckers I don't even know it now, or they don't go like that. Yeah, the other question said
I was just saying, my next question is, as far as both y'all got daughters, right? So what do y'all feel about the schools reopening? Are y'all gonna send y'all daughters to the schools?
Well, I know for sure my daughter, they doing virtual school, some shit like that.
What you say? As much as you don't believe it, you still virtual.
Yeah, that's what's going on with the system, though. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of kids did doing virtual school. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. As long as they get their lessons, they got them around everybody, that's cool.
So I see the artists having a little more problem making the money. What about the producers? I see the producers probably gonna make more money with the COVID situation.
Oh, they put a dent in my pocket. But you know, making producing is one thing. I can do everything at home. I can make beats and send beats on everything. But for the last 2 years, I done made probably about $300,000 to $400,000 doing DJ shows. You know, I've been going out doing DJ shows, college tours and stuff like that. I was ready to do that. I was so excited to do that this year, and they just shut everything down. I'm like, man, God.
So Zay, what made you get into the DJ thing?
I mean, I had to. It's like, it's almost like if I want to survive in this game, I still want to be new and relevant. You got to do things that, you know, other people are doing, or so, you know, got to rebrand yourself, reinvent yourself. At first, I was like, man, I'm not no DJ. I'm a producer. I'm no DJ. I ain't no DJ. Then they were like, well, they can pay you, you know, $15,000, $20,000 every time you do it. I was like, well, dang, well, what, how you do? What I got to do? How you got to DJ? How you want? Man, I learned, listen, all I did was learn how to just get through the DJ part. They don't care about me being no real DJ. My first show was in Vancouver, Canada, and I was scared, bro. I was like, damn, bro, I don't really know how to DJ like that. So I'm at the bottom of the club, and the owner is like, okay, you finna go up in a minute. I go upstairs, and it's just super low. The spot has just got thousands folks in there. And the way the guy introduced me, like, we got the trap guy, say to him. I was like, dang, bro, I don't even know how to do this for real. Yeah, like, why y'all doing? Don't talk like that, bro. I don't even know how to do it yet. Man, I went up there, I know I messed up probably, 4 or 5 times, pressing the wrong buttons and everything. But the crowd just say, told me. So I'm like, man, you know what? This is my new favorite thing to do. You know what I mean? So I've been all around the world DJing, but I ain't, I'm not no great DJ. But I got a catalog of songs, so you know what I mean. It's been the best job in the world.
So if they see you a DJ, what's your set like? Do you just do hip hop or do you do everything?
It ain't just hip hop. It's doing all Zaytoven. I'm doing all Zaytoven the whole album, pretty much. You know what I mean? I might throw 1 or 2 other songs in. Other than it's like I feel like that's the only reason y'all call me here to DJ. It's like a celebrity DJ. So you want to hear my music? It's a trap album.
I'm not gonna play nobody else's music, man. My music. I got too much music to play.
So man, my thing is like I know some artists and producers out there. So this question is for both of y'all. How do y'all make money now with not, like for the artist part, how do you make money now without doing shows? What kind of game can you give the artists?
Big team up, the big screens up, and make sure you
Get the game right, so you can get your revenue back. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business so your business can handle you. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is digital, so handle your digital business. You know what I'm saying? You got your business together, you're gonna get your money back.
What do you feel, say, as a producer?
Right now, man, the game is so open. If I was a brand new rapper, and I'm trying to see, or I'm just a rapper in the game, trying to see I'm making money. And they got so many digital distribution companies right now.
Name the field. People know.
Foundation, Group, companies like that, where you can like, right now you can put out your own music. You can create your own YouTube channel. You can make money off of everything you do. You don't even need labels. So it's really all about how hard you run or promote yourself. If you spend $5,000 in the studio trying to make you a project, you can make $10,000 back in a month just off putting your product out right. You know what I mean? So that's what artists don't understand. I think now they don't know how to make money. It's not just shows. I get residual income. The most money I've made in this music industry is not me being on platinum album or having a #1 song. It's my residual income where I get paid every month off of music I've been putting out. You know what I mean? So that's really the name of the game right now.
Shout out with that game. A lot of people need to know that game. So I want to say R.I.P. to Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, Rashid Brooks. What y'all feel about that situation, man? The whole Black Lives Matters movement, everything that's going on right now.
It's something that's been going on for years and years. It just, I guess this year was, certain things happened where people, we got fed up. So it's like, it got to that point where, people fed up. You know what I mean? So I think it's a great thing for Black Lives Matter to really, come out strong how they've been doing this year. And it's just making everybody aware, it's making everybody do better, it's making everybody else really pay attention to what's going on. So I think it's a good move.
Yeah, Tracy, what you feel about the situation?
It's good to see people come together. You know what I'm saying? Even though I hate for them, I hate that they got to come together in the time. You know what I'm saying? I like to see them fight for the justice and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And get justice though. So they just fight for no reason. They make these folks respect this shit. You know what I'm saying? They make these folks calm their ass down and respect this shit, move a little lighter. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that.
Have any of y'all ever been in a protest or march? Or is that something that y'all would do?
Yeah, nah, I wasn't in one. I was caught up in one, but I wasn't in one. You know what I'm saying?
Explain that situation.
And me driving motherfucker come around doing all kind of crazy shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get on here alone. You know what I'm saying? It's real shit, man. Get alone.
What about you, Zay? You ever been in anything? Protest, march?
I haven't been to no protest.
Have y'all ever been dealt with any police brutality, racism?
I know I have,
Okay, explain the situation.
And it's just, it's been over the years. I've been young, I've been having nice cars, getting pulled over for nothing, want to get your car, police want to search your car and all that. Things like that. Nothing, I ain't been beat across the head or shot at nothing like that. Little stuff like when the police want to kind of violate your right, go all through your car, make you sit outside and wait for, for a long time. I never had that.
Now, is that a worse situation as you get fame? Do they mess with you more, or is it just all the time? You just being black?
No, it's more so, like I like fast cars. So when you see a young person driving a certain car, it might make you, want to see, okay, what they got going on, what they doing. They doing something illegal. Let me try to find out what's going on. That's all it is. I feel like that's all it is. The type of cars I really do.
How about you, Tracy, too? You gonna deal with anything?
It ain't fame, it's just the fucking system. For me being a young nigga, I deal with all kind of police fucking with a nigga, like say violate a nigga, just me being a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? Judging a nigga by the age or where he was at, area or something like that. They gon' act up. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just cause nigga doing something that these folks fucked up regardless. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about what you got or who you with, who folks fucked up. They fucked up with them. From the smallest to the biggest. And they feel like when you the biggest, they gon' fuck up even more. But they feel like they wanna prove something because you got something going on. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a situation. Probably really trying to kill a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Try to set a nigga up, didn't kill a nigga. Like, it's fucked up.
Explain that situation, what happened with that?
I don't want to get into detail. But it was fucked up. Police try to give you a reason so they can shoot you, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you really gonna tell me to do something so you can shoot me? You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me to grab a gun, that's right there. Fuck you gonna tell me to grab your gun for? And you right there. The fuck so you can say, oh, he reached for the gun and I killed him. That's fucked up, right? And I was 18 when that happened. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had shit going on. So, that's just to show you whatever level you want to fuck up regardless.
So now, man, with everything going on voting, it's gonna be real. It's 2020, man. Are y'all gonna push people to vote? Have y'all ever voted before?
Of course I voted. Yeah, I voted. So say vote. Yeah, they voted. Yeah.
Hey, so y'all got three choices. Y'all got Trump, Biden, and Kanye West. Who y'all going for?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Damn sure ain't vote for Kanye. I don't know nothing about Biden. I ain't in tune with what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say who I vote for because I don't really know what to vote.
What about
Are
you?
they a candidate? Ain't no candidate. Yeah.
They ain't running for the president, yeah.
Man, I'm saying anybody can run for the president then, can't
They said that he said that he could be Biden and write-in votes.
Oh, he just said that.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can say that. I can say the same thing he said. Gee, so that don't make it really no candidate, you know what I'm saying? You won't get my vote, man. You know what I'm saying? Weird. What the fuck you gonna? Nah, they ain't. Nah.
What about you, Zay?
It's like, yeah, I'm both, but I'm not lose the vote because who we got running. So, you can encourage people all day to vote. You know what I mean? I guess Biden is like the guy that everybody thinking to vote for. It's hard to say. I'm not excited about it. I ain't excited about none of them like I was excited about Obama. So.
What y'all feel about what's going on with Kanye now, man? That mental breakdown he got going on. You got any personal feelings with Kanye West?
Man, that shit don't happen until he's about to drop something, man. That man only get crazy when he about to drop something, then he gonna disappear, then get crazy again, and drop something. I ain't even know he was dropping that. I didn't like, damn, I didn't know he finna drop something crazy, then didn't know I see. Oh, he got an album, like, look at this shit. Man, so that game, man, that's what I feel like, I don't know, but that's the only time I seen him get crazy when some shit about to drop.
What about you, Zay? What you feel about Kanye and what's going on with him, man?
I don't really feel no certain type of way. I don't really get it. I don't really get it.
Man, so they got the versus thing going on now, man. I thought Timberland and Switzer, they brought a lot to the game right now. What y'all feel about DMX versus Snoop? Versus?
I ain't really watching enough to really get it. Nah, I ain't really been. They asked me to do it. Switzer ain't been about doing it. But it's like, they gotta be, to be the right person.
Yeah, because I had some fans hit me up today, and they was like, they would want to see you in like a producer versus with like Metro Boomin, Drummer Boy, London on the Track, Dr. Dre. How you feel you would do against them boys?
Really a lot of them came in the game, like guys like Metro, so they were saying like Metro, Mike Will,
yeah.
They're my guys, they're my bros. They came in, they like a generation after me, almost 2 generations after me for real. But no, I wouldn't, if it would have been somebody like them, I would have done it. Yeah.
So the little OGs like you, like a Dr. Dre or Just Blaze.
I mean, it's so big, just in 2 different, generations. Like, our time is different. So. You know what I mean? I respect all of them. That's why them the guys I was looking up to when I started making beats. So.
Zay had his own time. It's gonna have to be Zay versus Zay Told. Zay got his own, like, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck you gonna, like, when niggas doing their thing, they doing their thing. But Zay did his thing and had his shit, like, come on, man. You put in a real C when niggas, when Shower jumped out, who was jumping out like that? So it'll be crazy to put a couple generations.
I know a couple generations, his own generation, I feel like, I just had to say that.
Real facts, they got 2 coming up. Ashanti versus Keisha Cole. What y'all think about that? Cause I know you grew up in the Bay, so feel about that
I
guy?
don't know, I ain't really been, like I said, I ain't really been into it. I watched one, it was the first one they did.
And Shine Gary and with the dream. That's what I seen that one. It was so funny. But it's like, it's cool. It's just, maybe because I can't get into the music as much, listening to it on my phone or whatever. So, you know what I mean?
You probably get into this next battle about to come up, Usher versus Chris Brown.
They made that official?
Well, they talking. It look like it's gonna be official. Now they talking mess against each other.
Nah, the next one they doing is 2 Chainz and Rick Ross. I just seen
Rick
that.
Ross. Okay.
Thursday, August. I mean, all this stuff be cool, but the artists that I came in the game with is like Gucci and Future,
That generation, so it's like, if I don't see them really doing it, almost like it ain't as exciting.
Yes, Tracy, so we're gonna talk a little bit about your background. You from Decatur, you grew up in Bankhead area, right?
No.
No? Okay.
I ain't grew up in Bankhead. That ain't me.
That's what they done said, so they done lied.
Yeah, they lied, man. They lied. They say any goddamn thing, for real. But now, I'm east side. Yeah, I'm east side. I ain't grew up in Bankhead, I grew up on the east.
What's some of the artists that you grew up listening to? Who influenced you?
I had different influences at different stages of my life. But, you know, I was on the Hot Boys, you know what I'm saying? Cash Money, the No Limit shit. That's what I really came up on, for real.
You had any chance to do anything with Manny Fresh or them? So I know that your grandma raised you.
That's some more of that Bankhead shit.
Okay, so this is all some BS right here. Okay, so who raised you then? How you grew up?
Shit, my mom, my brother, my uncles. Yeah, that's it.
What made you get into the music game? What was your first song that you did?
I did my first song at 7 years old. I remember that. I still remember that song like yesterday. But it's like I one of them children who's always want to rap and dance everywhere I go.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's what I just like to do since I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Like to listen to music, like to dance, like get in the crowd. I was always around the older folks, like get in the crowd, dance around all the older folks and shit. Just, you know.
So you was like, from what they say, you was like really hustling out there. Like when you first came out, you was out in the streets selling your mixtapes in the streets and in the clubs, everywhere.
Now that's real.
Okay.
Yeah, that's real.
How was that hustle for you? Because how do you compare that hustle to now? Now it's more like an internet hustle. When you grew up, it was like in the street hustle.
Yeah. It's just different levels. You gotta know how to adapt to every situation, every level you go to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta change with everything that's changing. You know what I'm saying? Apply yourself. Not get the game on every level, apply yourself.
So when you signed to Rick Ross, how did that situation start?
I was at Sunny Digital House. I was at his house every day just working, making music.
You know, Big Biggie now, he came around now. You know, he was already signed with Ross. Man, Big Biggie that did a song that was 16. And shit, he took it along. Ross called me like, shit, niggas stay out of trouble. Like, you out of Miami. Shit, a couple days later, I was in Miami. Gave me a few racks and got down signed me, and that was up from there. Yeah.
So how's your relationship now with Meek Mills and Wale and everybody from Rick Ross?
I fuck with Meek strong. I talk to Meek like on a normal basis when I talk to Wale or Ross. Me and Wale never had a relationship, a cool friendship or whatever. You know, it was me, most like me, Ross, Meek. You know what I'm saying? Meek, man, I still fuck with Meek strong. Meek first nigga put me on a jet, you know what I'm saying? That shit different, you know. Ross first nigga, I'm being racist shit. I ain't know nothing about all this shit, you know. So, but our relationship is really good. It's like family, you know what I'm saying? It's bigger than music. I feel like when it comes to them.
So whatever happened with that situation when you signed with Rick Ross?
Yeah, like some different business agreements, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, different business agreements, and I felt I'd be better if I just build my shit up the slow way instead of just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we just had different business agreements, you know. I chose he let me go, I chose to leave, he let me go, so still cool to this day. Shit, with me now.
What's the best game you got from Rick Ross?
Handle your business. For real, handle your business. Regardless how tired you is, I'm a business game. Keep handling that business. For real.
Talk, exactly. So you was born in Germany. You grew up in the Bay Area. What were some of your influences, like the producers' influences from the area?
The Bay Area? The Bay Area, first guy that put me in the studio, a guy by the name of JT the Big One. He was like, you know, he was kind of like running everything out there in the Bay. So he the first one put me in the studio. I started making beats. Before you know it, I was working with all the Bay Area guys like Escobar, San Quinn, and that's really what got my, my feet wet. As far as producers, I was just a fan of the game. I was a fan of just music, period. I was a fan of R&B music, gospel music, rap music. Every CD that would come out, I'll go buy it. Then I go look at the credits, so I see it. Oh, Timberland produced something, and Fannie Fred produced something, and Beats by the Pound. You know, I was just a fan of this. You know, I was just a fan of music. So, you know, I was influenced by all those guys. But I think my biggest influence, as far as musically, when it came to rap music, was I don't know who MCA producer was. I know he kept yelling, you know, somebody's name out every song. I don't know if that's a homeboy, but he was making the beats or what. But MCA producer and DJ Quick was like, I don't know why, that was just like, I love their music more than I love anybody else. So that's what I was on.
So what made you, as you growing up in the church, what made you even want to turn in and get into hip hop?
That wasn't really a choice. It's like, I learned how to make beats on the keyboard. And then when you make beats, what you gonna do? Somebody wanna rap to them. So it just kind of started happening. Like my friends from school come over, you know, they wanna rap on the beats I made. Then my little brother started rapping on the beats. I started rapping, my cousin. It's just for fun. But you know, it turned from that to being a career.
And you did a lot of history with Gucci Mane. So like, this man was dropping. It seemed like he was dropping a new mixtape every week. So did that even sharpen your game as a producer where you had to keep coming out with these beats?
Yeah, because me and him, you know, we work the same. We both impatient. We both not perfectionists. So if I got a studio and he come over at 7 in the morning, by the time he leaves, we want to at least have 5 songs done. Not caring about how quality they are, or caring if it's a hit. We just want to be able to leave the house, put a CD in and say, we got 5 songs we did today. But we're going to do the same thing again tomorrow. So once you start, you know, making that much music, that turns into, okay, now let's get this music out. We stacking up too many songs.
How you feel like the transformation of Gucci Mane, where it's going now?
I mean, that's what, you know, Gucci Mane is built to be a star.
And that's, you know, that's been in him ever since I met him. You know what I mean? I knew Gucci was one of those guys that's gonna do whatever it takes to make it. He's gonna do whatever it takes to get the attention. And that's one of the reasons why if he came to my house, called me at 3, 4 in the morning at my parents' house, I'm gonna sneak up in the back door and record a song because I know he's gonna do whatever it takes to be successful. And I want to be a part of it.
So you did you had your Grammy with Usher, Raymond versus Raymond. When you was producing that album, did you know that it was something special then?
I made the beat for Usher for Paper,
the #1 song. I made that 3 years prior to him recording. You know, I'm a producer, so I get up and make beats all the time. So once I finally got that beat to him, the writer Sean Garrett, you know, wanted to get some. This time I had like, if you listen to the radio at the top 7 at 7, I had almost, you know, the whole 7. You know what I mean? It was like that. So, you know, writers started reaching out to me. Sean Garrett reached out to me and said, man, he working with Usher and he wanted some beats. I played the beats. You know, I just played a many beats to me that sounded like R&B beats because I wasn't making a lot of R&B beats. He chose that, I wrote the song to it. Then, you know, before you know it, they like say he's gonna have Usher next single. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. It wasn't until I heard on the radio, like, oh, that's for real. I got Usher new single. And I never knew it. It turned into, you know, my first #1 song. It turned into my first platinum record. And it turned into, you know, really the biggest song, you know, one of the biggest songs I ever had. So, it was a blessing.
So with you being a church guy, what do you feel about gospel hip hop?
I rock with it. Like I just did a project with Lecrae. I don't know if y'all know Lecrae. He like the biggest gospel rap artist in the game. So we did an album 2018 called Let the Trap Say Amen. This is my first time getting what's equivalent to a Grammy in, you know, hip hop and R&B music. I got a Dove Award in the gospel arena with that album. So, you know, we had the #1 album, the best album, so it's a blessing for that. So I definitely rock with, you know, hip hop.
So with the gospel hip hop, for the gospel hip hop artists, what do you think it's gonna take for them to get to that next level? Or is it even the next level with gospel rap?
It's hard to say. It's really hard to say because, you know, hip hop
is the most dominant genre of music right now. And anything that comes behind it almost it sounds like it's mimicking. So I think that's been a hard thing for gospel rap is sounding, you know, trying to be authentic and not sound like they, you know, mimicking
regular hip hop. So it's hard to say, really hard to say.
So now we're gonna get into the relationship between y'all two, Zaytoven and Tracy T. How did that start between y'all two?
Me and Tracy been rocking for so long. I remember that when Tracy came on, what was it? About 14, about 14. And you know me, I'm attracted when it comes to music. I'm attracted to styles and flavor. You know what I mean? Swagger. It's not about somebody that can rap all that good. It's about somebody that's unique and got a style. And ever since I've been Tracy, when he first came around, when he even rapped on, you know, one of my beats early, I was like, man, he hard. And it was just, and he was just laid back. He wouldn't say too much. His verse wasn't but 4 to 8 bars. It was a short verse, but it's like the way he was kicking. I'm like, oh, he hard. He a superstar. And it's just like, you know, just from that, me, once I feel like that about somebody, I want them at the studio in the house every day. You know what I mean? We just been rocking like, you know, besides the music ever since then. It's like now we've been bros, but we hang out with each other. We do music, but we, you know, we like to do music, but it's definitely bigger than music, you know, with me and Trey.
So explain that to some of the people in the music industry, how important it is to build a relationship.
Relationships, I feel like, is the most important thing. You know, a lot of times when I used to give out beats to people, I didn't email beats. I didn't send them to a manager to go give some beats to somebody. If they at the studio, I'm pulling up on them and giving them the beats and stay there and watching them record. Just hang out in the room, even if they not recording to my beats, I'm just gonna hang around just to build that relationship. You know what I mean? A lot of times, people want to rock with somebody that they got a relationship with, they feel comfortable with. You know what I mean? That's how I am. It's like, man, I don't care how hard your music is. I don't like it, then I don't want to work with you. That's what it is.
Well, Tracy, this question is for you. Dealing with a producer like Zaytoven, did it sharpen up your game a little bit? You know you had to get in that studio and go hard.
Me coming around with Zay, me being young and shit, I just sit in the studio a lot. Just sit down in the basement, you know what I'm saying? Gucci would come through. I was inspired. Really, I was a young nigga. I was being a sponge to everything they were doing. Like everything he was doing, I'm sponging on what he doing, I'm sponging on what Gucci doing. And Gucci got a wave, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a young nigga and I'm just like, man, just soaking up games. So there's a lot of games to soak up because a lot of shit happening here. There was a lot of shit happening real fast. You know what I'm saying? So it was never a problem. I go in there and sit up, even if I ain't recording, just sit up there, we might go out. Whatever the fuck we doing, it just, I was enjoying it, being a sponge in the game, you know what I'm saying? And over the years, it just like, shit, Zay was my brother, like, and when I started, like, not my first rap, but like, Zay started getting their piece, I started working more, you know what I'm saying? So, see Gucci going down, right, do some shit in 3 seconds, and I'm still like, damn, how the fuck you did that shit in 2 seconds? I'm trying to like, get my pace right, rap fast and shit, trying to, you know what I'm saying? But it takes me a little longer to get my verse right. So it just really, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a sponge and got my game up by being around them, you know what I'm saying?
How many projects have y'all done together before this one?
Man, I mean, they did, yeah.
Song?
Yeah, we've been doing songs since goddamn 2006. Like, for real. Since 2006. Like, got too many songs. Like, for real.
So, talk to them about this new project you got with Zaytoven called Time Machine.
Yeah, it's called Time Machine, man. I say Time Machine just because it's like, shit, you take this shit back from when I first started fucking with Zay, like, you know what I'm saying? It feel like some shit like that. Like, we go back with it, even though we here now. We went back with it, we still right. You know, Time Machine, it's just something that I felt like, you know, I ain't dropped it in a minute. It wasn't that better to drop for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If I drop somebody else, come back, my boy Zay, we got there and go back up.
And we about to get into one of the songs right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. This called Time Machine, this song.
Yeah. That's all on my mind. Know that shit like, if I could put cut on it once right, you gotta do it twice, nigga. Yeah, to him right. Raw. Yeah. Know them stripes. Them niggas do for him. On the headache. Had your whole hood going. Yeah. Get up on the block, get your bitch and have your hood on. Summertime, nigga, I can have the hood snoring. Nighttime, ice on, got the hood glowing. I've been sitting back a long time, taking my time. Now I got 4 lines when they rip it off the dime. finesse. Wanna ball.
For my dog, gun fast. They gon' come back with your head, nigga. Head back with your bitch, that shit my bed, nigga. Ain't no small charge, straight to your fed, nigga. It ain't no games, but you know how the fuck we play it. How you play it? I can't stand with him, so I stand out. Hands on, a hand down, man always man down. Still trying out a damn house. Cell phone work, just my milk, I'm murder. Money found, red crew full of dope dealers and murderers. Nigga, I'm in the bird's nest, right there where the birds at. A nigga is a drop now, but I switch it up and serve packs. Let's switch that shit up, nigga. Get your cash, get your motherfucking money, nigga. I ain't cooked on and through life. I like pussy, but that paper with his sight. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson. That's a gamble, nigga. Watch how you roll them dice. Sleepless nights, long
Days got me restless. I told her choose up, bitch, don't block your blessings. Got a lot of goals down the road, but ain't no stress. Stuck to the code, ain't never folded, y'all get reckless. Shit changed, but that money never changed, though. But that money, a couple days, I'm in the same clothes. Rubber bands around that money, that's a bankroll. RP bankroll, still got the bankroll that can't fold. Let the machine run through that shit. Yeah. Bigger rewards came with the risk. The shit is what you make. We just make the money. We don't make no statements. No local joker, I made 100 in a couple places. No vacation, I came with weight. Nigga, fuck your patience. Nigga, fuck your places. I don't need a feature. I just need to wait. Pigeons can't fly with eagles. Hyenas can't run with cheetahs. Lane is king, nigga. What about my sleep? Think about that cash. I can live my dream, nigga. I handcuffed thunder through lightning. I like pussy, but that paper with his sight. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, the greatest. Life's a gamble, nigga. Watch how you roll them dice. Sleepless nights, long days got me restless. I told her choose up, bitch, don't block your blessings. Got a lot of pros down the road, but ain't no stress. Stuck to the code, they never folded, young and reckless. Fucking wild, nah, for real. Trey T, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all right there.
Time machine right there.
Explain that song a little bit.
Shit, you heard it. It said splendid to her. Handcuffed under through light. You know what I'm saying? It's some real shit. You know, it's just real music. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. So man, we about to do some Q&As real quick. But I seen y'all recently on the IG, especially say, man, you killing them with the TikTok. What's that about? What you doing with that TikTok right now?
Just at the house board, ain't got nothing else to do. With my little girl, you know, that's all they do is do TikTok. So she really, you know, she telling me what I need to do. I'm just trying, man, you know. I've been having fun with it though, I ain't gonna lie.
And about your daughter has a clothing line out, right? Talk about that a little bit.
I mean, she an entrepreneur, man. She wanna, you know, I think she watched me and see how I make money. So she's like, well, Dad, I wanna do my own stuff, you know. And she done make, what's so crazy, she just started this a couple of weeks ago, she done made about $500 already. So it's like, you know what I mean, I can't do nothing but pat on the back, because she wanna spend her own money and you know, and make her own money. So I can't do nothing.
And what's the name of the clothing line so people can check it out, support it?
Candy Girls. If you go to candygirls.com, that's my daughter's website.
What about you, Tracy? You got any things coming up entrepreneur-wise?
I'm into everything, for real. Real estate, I got some trucks. I'm talking about everything. I'm tapping into whatever, man. You know, about this money. There's so many ways to make some money, man. The more money you get, the more different avenues wake up, man. You know what I'm saying?
I like to smell it in fresh money, right? Fresh blue faces.
And then like to smell that fresh money. But that shit, it's dirty money, so it ain't fresh. So nigga be hating the smell of that dirty money.
And I know Zay, I know you used to that. You love that brown paper bag money.
They got no huncho coming in.
I like the, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I miss the brown paper bag money. Everybody putting up with cash money, because now everybody wants PayPal and cash. Like, man, I don't want no cash out. Don't give me some money. You know, it just don't feel the same. You know how you go to the studio, somebody buys some beats, or they just spent $20,000, you walk out with your pockets, you know what I mean, fat, like, okay, that feel good. You PayPal me $20,000, like, bro, I ain't get that. I feel like I ain't got that. God, man.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So I do this.
All right, man. So we're gonna take a couple of Q&As out there. We got a question for say Tony and Tracy T out there. Anybody got any questions? Jump on.
Skull Bill. You see a lot of violence and all these things, a lot of sickness and everything going on around here like that. What's your take on with all the, there's a lot of publicity on with all the OGs out there. OG by the way. What you think, like, a lot of OGs, older OGs, they put
Talking to the mic.
Back.
Talking to the mic.
With the old communities, the old community OGs, you would do to take back the neighborhoods and things like that. You're a good brother from the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So, my question is to you, what do you think that the old OGs or the old hood should do to show, you know what I'm saying, make positive progress from that?
I mean, that's a hard thing to say. I mean, I feel like the biggest thing anybody can do, I almost feel like, people look at me like OG, you know what I mean, even in the music game. The biggest thing, we can do is be example for the youngsters and the younger generation. Even though it seems like the younger generation, they don't respect, you know what I mean, the OGs as much no more. So it's like, the best thing you can do is be positive, be example, you know what I mean? So when you talk to young people, they can respect it. I always got this thing, I even do it with my kids. It's almost like, I be a certain example because I feel like my kids will follow my example before they listen to my advice. You know what I mean? So when I do give them advice, when they look at the example, they'll take it a different way. So I think that's all we can do as OGs, man, for the neighborhoods, for our kids, is really be that example. Yeah.
This is not really a question, but I just want to tell y'all just thank you for everything y'all do. Y'all really motivated the heck out of me. I just started my own record label, I am Energy Records. Now I'm trying to hook with film, and I'm going to change that. Just with my energy and the purpose that I do. I just want to say thank you, and may I have a picture?
So, hey, I would say keep hustling, my nigga. That's all it is. A lot of hustle behind that pearl, man.
Question. I want to ask you, as a producer, like an older producer, that produce, hits, platinum hits, do you find it a little difficult to stay relevant or some of the newer stuff?
I feel like the things I gotta do to stay relevant now is not even based on music, really. That's why you see me doing TikToks and doing other things like that, or DJing, because these are the things that expands my brand and makes me bigger. Everybody know, okay, Zaytoven, not trying to big up myself, but they look at me like, okay, that's the beat guy, that's the beat king for 20 years, almost 15, 20 years, so I can't just still be just the beat king, you know what I mean? It gotta be some other things that keep me relevant, so I always try to tell producers, you got to build a brand, because when your sound is not just the hottest sound no more, or somebody else biting your sound and using your sound, you know what I mean? You got to find other ways to, to still last when that's going on. So anyway, somebody like me, I feel like, I'm still relevant in the music. I'm still on, a lot of people's albums. I'm still dropping singles and everything, but I want to be bigger than that. I want to be bigger than just Zaytoven the beat maker. So I think everything else I'm doing is what's really keeping me relevant.
Hey, what's up, Zaytoven? My name is BG I got a question. So you say that you're not a perfectionist, so you drop songs back to back to back. What's the most songs that you drop in 24 hours?
24 hours? I'm a producer, so it's like, that means I work with a lot of different artists. I can't say I just drop so many songs in 24 hours, but if you take in a month's time, I don't know how many songs I done dropped. I know it's a lot of music. And it comes from not being, oh wait a minute, hold on. You talking about how many songs I recorded in 24 hours? Let me see. That's a hard one. You know what's so crazy? I would say a monumental day for me was the same day I did Make the Trap Say Hey. Y'all remember OJ the Juice Man, Make the Trap Say Hey? That same day, we did, I think, about 12 songs. And in that day, we did Make the Trap Say Hey, we did Bricks, we did a song called Ridiculous with Yo Gotti. We did a song, it's almost the whole Yo Gotti and Gucci Man mixtape, you know, in that one day. So I think it was about 12 songs we did in that one day.
What's going on? Hey man, I ain't really got a question, like more like advice. Like how do I get my wave rolling? I feel like I got my hood rocking with me for everybody to stay around my way. But how do I get it going? Like advice wise, not really no question, but like what can you tell me really, you know what I'm saying?
And the biggest thing, I can't even, it's like the game has changed so much now. And I hate to say, like, you know, a lot of the guys are doing that trolling, they doing crazy things just to get attention. That's not where we come from. That's not the type of music we make. But that's what's going on. That's what, you know, is going on.
I feel like the internet is now. You gotta do something to go viral more than.
Yeah, it's like you'd rather go viral than have a hit song almost. So it's just hard to say, man. It's almost, I feel like you gotta find your niche crowd and just build from there. It's like social media is very important. People don't even know. I try to tell artists that I work with, social media is more important even than almost the songs you make now. Because it's like, if people don't know you and love you when they see you on your social media, they don't even care about what your music sounds like. You know what I mean? You can have the hardest music in the world, but if they don't like you as an artist and a person on your social media, then I don't think, you know, I don't think you're gonna go nowhere. So I think that's, are you strong on your social media? Are you really staying on it?
I'm trying to keep it.
That's the hardest job in the world.
I do the ads and everything. I got a show tonight. I'm trying to go hard. I'm going to Evan Gotti tonight doing the show.
It's that personality.
Keep it going. Just trying to keep my presence, my face known, let people see me all the time.
It's that personality on this thing right here. If you don't show, the reason why I'm doing TikTok and all that and doing different things is because it softens my character than rather just a beat maker that make trap music. You see a different layers of Zaytoven, so it makes you get more into, you know, who I am and care about what I'm doing. So this is the hardest job. You know how many times I look at the phone like, man, I don't want to post no picture. I don't want to do no video. I don't want to do that. But you got to do it. That's what's going to keep people in tune with what you got going on. So I think that's the biggest tool.
All right, what up? First of all, I want to say shout out to you, dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never pictured myself in ATL as growing up where I am now as a teenager in the hood and, you know, Indianapolis is rhyme to your shit. But anyway, my mind made it up, but I got a question. What would you recommend for an upcoming artist? Rather he follow the trends or he stick to the real shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, should a nigga follow the trends that make today's new age music, or should he just keep it original, you know what I'm saying, and rock like that?
I definitely say keep it original. I think the game is starving and yearning for originality, for uniqueness, because all we got, even all the way down to the producers, is everything is just following what's going on. Every song sounds like the song that just went off. You know what I mean? So I think the game needs, you know, guys to stand out, be original. Because I know me, when I'm looking for artists, like, I don't want to hear that. People want to come to me and rap like Gucci Man and then make beats that sound like mine. It's like, I don't want to hear that, bro. I've been doing that for 20 years. I need to hear something different. I want to hear something fresh. And I think the game needs that, so I definitely say stay original, man. Stick to your guns.
Thanks for your input, Mike.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, brothers? Shout out Zay, shout out Tracy. This one's already give a little perspective on the importance of knowing your business as a producer and the importance of knowing your business as an artist before you step in the booth.
Knowing your business before you make music?
Yeah, as far as
your publishing, your ass capping, you know. Well, that's kind of a funny question too, because a lot of people get caught up in the business where they only making good music. It's like, so you ain't gonna have no business. You gonna have your paperwork right, but you ain't no money coming in. So I feel like if you passionate about the music, you know, you get certain things done, or you find somebody to take care of that for you. Get a manager, get a lawyer. So, you know, when things come your way, the business can get handled. But the first thing first, man, you gotta make some good music. You gotta get out here and, you know, become a star. So for, you know, for it to be any business in the first place. You know what I mean? So
appreciate it.
Yep.
Like, as far as like BMI, like in the front end and the back end, like how you do that, like go about that,
Oh, that's easy. It's really signed up. My first big song was So Icy. Y'all might be too young for So Icy. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what So Icy is. Y'all remember So Icy? So that's like 2004. So I had So Icy out. It was all over the radio and everything. I didn't sign up to 9 months later. I didn't sign up to BMI till 9 months later. And I still got all my money that it was making and everything. So BMI is easy. That's all I need is going online and filling out paperwork. You know what I mean? But like I said, at the same time, you want to have something going. You know, you want to get something going so for that stuff to even make sense.
Yeah. I was on my music right now, so I can get a fan base.
Okay, yeah.
I can get shit going.
Oh, you a producer?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, you're doing the right thing.
I got shit planned out. I just want to know, like is it either or? If you get the front end, can you give it back to me?
No, I mean, when you produce the front end, is really somebody giving you some money up front. Like, say if I sold a beat on Future new album, the front end, I charge $25,000 for the track. The back end is, okay, the album sold, you know, so many albums, so it's like the residual income. So, yeah, you supposed to get the front end, your back.
Tracy, I had a question for you. For artists, you know, like you've been signed, you feel me, you know, in the move and everything. So for artists that think, oh, once you get signed, you know, it's gonna be easy, you know, you can pretty much just shoot straight to the top. You know, what's your advice, you know, for artists?
Shit, signing. I just got signed. I had to work 10 times harder when I got signed. That shit went just, I'm gonna sign and goddamn they gonna work for me and did that. While your ass and me forgot waiting on somebody to work for you. Shit, I had to work 10 times harder, build my own shit. That's just part of me learning. Learning as I got signed, like just making me learn the game. You think you signed them folks, got all these people around there, oh they gonna work for you, this thing. Nah, they work for them. You gotta build your shit. You know what I'm saying? And move your boat. You know what I'm saying? You just signed. Like everything I was doing when I was signed, I did. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no label, ain't no Ross, ain't no Atlanta, ain't nobody pay for shit or do shit. But me, I did, you know. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying, figure it out as you go. You know what I'm saying? And just keep on grinding, you know, keep going. And, you know, you're gonna learn new shit every day. But it's about building your team and working, for real. You know, it's a long process, but look at the niggas who took that route. Look where they at now. You know what I'm saying? They might have not blew overnight, but shit, they plan they succeed. You know what I'm saying? They grow. So, you know, they grind and build your team, man.
What's up, fellas? I want to know for like the artists, is it smarter to like invest in features or invest in
like a thing? It's just cool because, you know, different artists that got different fan bases, they gonna listen to your shit based off the artists that they listen to. So it's like you tap into other folks' movement, you know what I'm saying? From the feature movement, you know what I'm saying? I can get a feature and I'm tapping in folks like shit, checking their trap, you know what I'm saying? You want their fan base. So, you know, that's part of this way of buying into their fan base by getting features. You know what I'm saying? And you also got to invest in yourself. So you can get the feature. You can have the feature, just put it out, but you don't put no money into it.
Ain't too many folks gonna hear the shit anyway. They'll just have a feature, they do any podcast listen to you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get, you can get a feature and you can invest in yourself. You gotta do both of them anyway, or you can invest in your people. It's either way, bro. But you know what I'm saying? A feature is a good way though. Both of them though. You gotta invest in yourself. And investing in yourself is getting a feature. You know what I'm saying? It's all your shit at the end of the day.
Good game, good game. Last question going here to the DJ right here, bro. Blue. 15 years old too, right here.
Man,
rocking
for
the
real,
whole thing.
that's hard.
15 years old. I might need to put her on. Tracy T. Zaytoven.
What's up? So my question is, as a producer, what is your biggest challenge when getting music out of your head and onto your song? So like artists can have like writer's block, but if you're thinking of a melody, what is like your process?
I have a routine. I get up in the morning and I go make beats. You know, bodies and beats no matter how I feel. So the beats might be whack to me. I might have, writer's block where I can't think of what to do. I just start hitting the keys and playing the drum machine. And what I learned is those moments are really like my greatest moments. Those are the beats for some reason. Those are the songs that end up being the hits. So those are the beats that somebody wants. They'll make a hit record off of. All the beats that I was in the studio doing, like man, young whack, throw it away. I don't feel like making beats. Those are the beats you get in the studio. Like, oh, I need that right there. I got to have that. So it's like I always tell people that's producing to if you don't feel like doing it, that's the time you need to go and start producing. You're gonna come up with something special how you can do it.
Thank you.
Real talk. So, man, this Time Machine project that you got, Tracy T. Why should these people check it out, man? What's so special about this one?
Cause, man, it's good music, man. Real music, man. It's something. It ain't none of the trendy music. It's some shit, you know what I'm saying? You got Zay on production. You got niggas stating facts on every song. It's something like they said. The original shit, nigga dying to hear some original shit. Nigga dying to hear it. I'm like, man, how many gangsters around the world want to keep hearing the trendy shit? You know what I'm saying? It's niggas want to hear real new music. I'm one of them.
People don't know you talk about that gangster shit. You got shot like 4 or 5 times, right?
It happens in the streets of life, you know.
Bounce back.
Hey man, I'm here, man. What you mean? Did I bounce back, man? I'm right here. Shit, better than never.
Good talk. So, somebody told me you got a record label right now.
Who told you that? yeah, I got a record label. I told you I've been on the Rose, I understand how this shit go. Like, shit, he be doing that. I gotta get my own shit. So, I've been working on Money Bound. At first, it was something that I started like a gang. It was like me and all my partners when we were young and shit, you know what I'm saying? Money Bound, and we all improved. Shit, ever since then, it's still the same thing. It's that elevate the game,
So how can an artist out there that's maybe interested in your label, how can they get in contact with you?
We got a website on my Instagram. It's a website. It's an email for artists or people that want to join Money Bound or whatever you want to do with Money Bound, you know what I'm saying? We open all good shit, you know what I'm saying? We ain't turning no good shit down. You know what I'm saying? If we can fill in the blank or fill in the space for you, it's an open opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta wanna work. You can't space shit overnight, because how long I've been working, and shit come overnight for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I made my first song at 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, say how long you been grinding? Before you guys, you know what I'm saying? In the mom basement, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this shit ain't overnight. From a basement to the mansions. Over the years, it's grind, man.
So, what do you have in the future? What's coming up with you? What should the people be looking out for you? What's going on? Tracy T.
Man, impact from Money Bound, the label, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely an impact coming. New music, we got part 2 coming soon for the Time Machine. Me and Zay gonna go crazy, label starting to blossom, you know what I'm saying? We do a lot of things I ain't never done, as label-wise and industry-wise, you know what I'm saying? I'm just taking it serious, treating Money Bound like a real label.
know what I'm saying, from distribution to everything else, you know what I'm saying?
So, hey, say, what you got going on, man? What's going on? What you got? I see you just dropping something with Chief Keef, too.
Yeah, I talked about that the other day. I mean, it's music, man. It's like, you know, we can talk all day about how much music we got. That's what we do. We make music every day, so music is definitely coming. You know what I mean? So look out for all the new music. Me and Tracy keep coming, you know, back to back. I'm working on a movie right now called Two Finesse. It's a comedy, so you know,
I'm really just trying to see what the future brings, you know, what the future holds. Am I gonna be back out DJing? Am I gonna be doing whatever? You know what I mean? It's all up in the air right now, man. So, but definitely, you know what I mean, be on the lookout for the music.
What keeps you going after all these years?
Still love to do it. I'm excited. I still, you know, get up with purpose. You know what I mean? I'm excited about, you know, it's a blessing to man. It's a blessing to do music, to get paid to do music that you love to do. So it's an excitement with that, man. I get up, you know, with that excitement every day, and I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying life. You know what I mean? So keep me going.
Real facts, man. So I asked you to say, since you a man of God, man, can you end the show with a prayer for us?
Prayer in this right here?
Sir.
Oh, we finished this though. 21st of August is the first single off Time Machine dropping with along with the video. You know what I'm saying? The shit dropped September 4th. That's the official date. Time Machine that's dropping. The 21st of August, that's the first single dropping.
Blur, I thought I was gonna play it, but I played Time Machine. But you know what I'm saying?
We can.
Oh yeah, spin that shit in it. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and drop that right now.
We dropping this on the 21st along with the video.
You know what I'm saying? Zay went fucking crazy, as usual.
Spray your shit up, young nigga can't wait to do it. Count this shit up, then when it bump back the hood, fuck on your hoe, then send them back when I'm good. Now that they hit, no bullshit, spray your shit up, young nigga can't wait to do it. Count this shit up, then when it bump back the hood, fuck on your hoe, then send them back when I'm good. Now that they hit, no bullshit. I told my dog we gon' go through the phase. I was that broke from my way through that maze. Remember I stayed up a couple of days. Nigga was crooked, we up, now we straight. Nigga can't play when you playin' with the weight. I make a rope with that bitch on them skates. Bitch, you can't cut out a slice of my cake. I said the wrist on the hoes in the bait. Sitting in the trap, made a bite on your plate. You got that bitch, took her out on a date. Wear it and bag it up, wear it and bag it up, wear it and bag it up. You can't relate. Nigga, you spend out your cash on some clothes. I took this like cash, but it might be a low. Whoa, I got that hoe turn to silver to gold. Spray your shit up. Young nigga can't wait to do it. Count this shit up, she eat it up till she full. Bitch, keep it social distance. I ain't friendly, I don't wanna talk to you. I made the pussy jump off of her body, stand up and walk to me. Spray your shit up, young nigga can't wait to do it. Count this shit up, then when it bump back the hood, fuck on your hoe, then send them back when I'm good. Now that they hit, no bullshit.
Yeah. Alright, that was hot right there. What?
Yeah, so.
Talk about that track.
Yeah, bro. No, this Money Machine, bro. You know what I'm saying? Gun, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, man. Say just vibe. Put on a hard ass beat, and I just went in right quick. You know what I'm saying? This lingo really,
You know what I'm saying? I say put up anything. So I just put this shit into the song.
Dope, man. Y'all check that out, man. Now it's time for Zay to go ahead and be Pastor Zay.
Alright, we go ahead. Lord, we thank you for this gathering. We thank you for everybody that came out to watch. Lord, we ask you to let them keep this information
to help them reach their goals, their dreams. We thank you for each and every gift and ability that's out here. And we will forever be your name and praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Put it up for Zay and Tracy right now.
Put an arch on your back, then I bust it, yes. Hit from the back, yeah, I bust it, yes. Now they jump off, then they bust it, yes. I want to break and I bust it. Niggas won't go back straight. Nigga, I came up from nothing. Bitch, I don't run from no nigga. back and go right in the mud.